What is happening, gentlemen? Welcome to another episode of Friday Night Fight Talk. I am your host, as per usual, the notorious Jay. So this week we got something a little different. It's happened before. I was not expecting us to go for so long without a UFC card, and now we've got to deal with no UFC card again, even though we just had a discussion episode. But yeah, this is a discussion episode. Sorry, I'm DC Shadash. So we're gonna go over some Q&A questions that people submitted on Verdict. I'm gonna make sure I don't miss fucking Angelo's again or whatever his name is. But let's see. Ha! Knew it. Sorry if you just went deaf because of that. I knew I should have. I didn't see my Spotify comments. All right. Okay. So let's start off with three pieces. So three piece left his questions, and so the first one: do you really think Sean O'Malley's going to be out for an entire year? Yeah, probably. I'm gonna say he's probably gonna be out for at least 10 months, probably a year. He doesn't fight that often. I feel like people were always saying like, oh, he's not too inactive, but we gotta remember this guy was riding off of a 1-year-old win to get a title shot. That win was a robbery, by the way. I think fucking Petr Yan beat him. But yeah, I don't think he's gonna fight for a bit. I'd probably say like 10, 11 months, because he thinks he's a superstar. If you've seen the delusional shit he's been going on, he's saying that he won. He's saying that it was a robbery. He's saying he won round 1, 3, and 5. I don't think he won a single round, in my opinion. I don't know if anyone else knows or thinks that. I don't think he won a single fucking round. Anyways, next up. It's probably going to be Manon Fiorot or Valentina's next title defense. How do you think that... let me repeat that. It's probably going to be Manon Fiorot for Valentina's next title defense. How do you think that plays out? I think Valentina's going to win. I think she's been champ long enough. I know she just got the belt back, but she was champ for a while before that. And Manon, as much as I don't really care about women's MMA, I know Manon's really good. She beat fucking Erin Blanchfield. But I think Valentina's probably just going to outclass her in most of the ways. I'm pretty sure Valentina will go to a pretty sizable decision. But at the same time, I feel like I don't want to say it. They could bust out a Grasso rematch. I really don't want there to be a Grasso rematch because she doesn't deserve it. But yeah, that'd be rough. Considering also Grasso got a finish in the 4th, and Valentina just 50-45'd her. And there was a draw that I thought Valentina won. I don't think she deserves it. How sick was the Esteban Ribovic versus Daniel Zellweger fight? Oh my god, it was so fucking cool. It was amazing. That is top 5 fight of the year, I gotta say. Dana might have proved me wrong there. I was expecting a lot of these fights to not be that good, and they delivered. Honestly, probably top 5 fight of the year. Maybe the other candidate being Allen versus Curtis or something like that. Honestly, it was so good. Just full striking all the time. Guys 1 inch away from being finished all the time. Just back and forth. And some people are saying it was a robbery. I thought Ribovic won. But it doesn't matter who won that. Holy fuck. That's what Dana should be giving performance bonuses for. He should be giving performance bonuses to both those guys. People are talking about, or Dana's talking about how he doesn't want them to raise the bonuses anymore. Raise the fucking bonus for that thing. That completely set the tone for the rest of the card. Maybe that's why no one else liked the other main events. I will say Valentina Grasso is pretty shit, but I actually kind of enjoyed Merab versus O'Malley. Is Diego Lopez a real threat for the featherweight title? I think so. I think he's a real threat. Now I'll say, I think he stands a better chance against Ilya versus Max. I'm not going to lie. Now, I know that sounds weird, considering that Diego Lopez has grappling. He's used it a lot. And Ilya Taporia also has grappling. Granted, he doesn't use it that much. We really only saw it against, like, Bryce Mitchell as of late. He's mainly been a boxer. But I think Diego Lopez, if he was up against Max Holloway, he'd be out-volumed. Because the thing with Diego Lopez is I think he's really aggressive, and he's got the power behind his hands. Holloway doesn't get fucking rocked. We'll see that in the Taporia fight if he gets rocked. I think Taporia hits a little harder than Lopez. But if, like, Max is getting, like, fucking rocked or even gets KO'd, like, yeah, then maybe Diego Lopez could beat him. But as of when I saw him in the fucking Gaethje fight, I would pick Max Holloway to beat Diego Lopez. Ilya, that's a close one. But I think he's a threat. I think especially, I hate to say, if he fought Volk, he would win. God, that hurt to say. Volk's, God. Sorry, Volk. That's the downfall of the century. You're still my favorite, don't worry. Norma Dumont looked even better than Chelsea Chandler, ran away from her right into the fence. Aldana, typical, has great hands and cut aside, got nothing going. What's next for Norma? Yeah, that's a toughie, considering I love women's MMA. All right, let's think about this. So Norma looked like, or sorry, not Norma. Irene looked like absolute dog shit. So Norma, I'm probably gonna say, Macy Chiasson, maybe. I know she got the win was by Dr. Stoppage, but yeah, I'd probably say Macy Chiasson. Either that or the loser of Ketlin Vieira and Kayla Harrison, so probably Ketlin Vieira. But yeah, I'd probably say that. And do you have any question? No. And oh yeah, remember someone saying something about Merab's gonna fold Sean over like a fat guy in a Walmart lawn chair? Fuck yeah. Oh my god. I think 3-Piece came up with that, and I fucking knew Merab was gonna win right at that point. My confidence was, like, I wasn't that confident going into Merab, like, picking Merab, because, like, I always have thought Merab was gonna win. But going into it, I realized that Sean can kind of just fucking snipe him, and Sean got nothing off. And Merab folded him like a fat guy in a Walmart chair. So I'm going to keep saying that forever, thanks to 3-Piece. All right, next up, we got, I still can't pronounce his name, Angelo. All right. Oh, my Spanish is nice. This one you didn't start off eating. I'm pretty sure I had at least like a chip right at the beginning, I swear. More recent news this time. Who's winning, Charles Oliveira or Michael Chandler? Oh. See, this is, how many years ago was the first fight? 3 years ago? Maybe even more? And Michael Chandler came close to finishing Charles. So, and then Charles finished him. I'm going to say that Charles has still gone up from that point. Now he's gone down a little. But we're not seeing Charles get finished. And Charles has always been shinny. He's always recovered from that. Michael Chandler, we've seen it. He's getting subbed out here by Dustin Poirier. All right? So I'm going to say we're going to see Oliveira either by a KO or a submission. This is probably going to be like the Beneil Dariush fight. A lot of people are picking Beneil, and then Oliveira comes back, fucking knocks him out in round 1. I'm probably going to say, like, submission by the second round or something. I don't have, like, I don't have it full flattened out yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to pick Oliveira there. Especially since Chandler, that's the thing. Chandler could have either improved or had a huge downfall since he last fought. Because he hasn't fought in, 2 years, 3 years? He's just been waiting for Conor McGregor. But, calling him out on Monday Night Raw. So he's either really improved or not improved at all. And I'm going to lean more towards he hasn't improved much. Especially since he's 38 now. He really wasted 2 years of his career. His career's kind of fucked. So yeah, I'm going to say Oliveira by submission in the second round. And do you think Conor fights again? And if so, how did the possible fight play out? So, I think Conor's going to fight one more time. I think one. I think he's going to get one more fight, and then he's either going to go to BKFC or he's just going to retire entirely. And even if he goes to BKFC, it'll take him fucking forever to go over. I'd say maybe March or something like that. He's going to fight. As for who he fights, he's probably going to fight a 170er or a 185er. I honestly, I could see him fighting Michael Chandler, but he said he's going to do the Oliveira fight first. He could fight Dustin Poirier at 170. That would be good. I know Poirier is, for some reason, interested in that now, even though he wasn't not that long ago. I could see a Gaethje fight would be really cool. Even Oliveira, that never happened before. Oliveira's looking up to go up to 170. But as for natural 170ers or 185ers, there really isn't anyone I see him fighting. I don't see him fighting Leon. I don't see him fighting Usman. Definitely not Shavkat. The most I'd probably say, or who I'd probably say he'd fight, is probably Colby Covington, if anything, if he's gonna fight a natural 170er. But I doubt that. I don't think that's gonna happen. And I think he probably gets fucking mauled. I'll be completely honest. I know he's really good, but he has not looked good in his last few, and he's been off for, however many years. And I bet those years have been filled with steroids, fucking shriveled up balls, lots of food, and proper 12. So, and God forbid his cardio's probably gotten worse. It was already bad to begin with. So I'd probably say he gets fucking mauled. I would have picked Michael Chandler when that fight was on. Yeah, I don't think it goes well for him. Okay, now that we're done with the Q&A here, that was all the questions, by the way. Let's recap what just fucking happened at the Sphere. I was blasting this fucking card for being so unbelievably dog shit. And looking at it name value, it's still dog shit. Don't get me wrong. But tell me that the fights did not deliver. Those fights were fucking unbelievable. We had fucking Chewies out here kicking off the night nice. Going over to the Joshua Van fight. That fight was really good. Both those guys were about fucking one punch away from getting finished, all the time. Did not realize how chinny either of them are. And then the huge upset with Ketlin Souza. It was a round one submission. It was really quick. And she was a plus 350 betting underdog, which is wild. The amazing KO of Ignacio Bahamondes, or he KO'd the other guy. Oh my god. That was crazy. I did not realize how good of a striker that guy was. Obviously, he got that KO a while ago. I did not appreciate him that much for it. Oh my god. That was crazy. The absolute domination of Irene Aldana by Norma Dumont. Absolutely fucking dominated Irene all night. It was crazy. Ronaldo Rodriguez and Ode Osborne. Another really good one. That one was just both guys going back and forth. And potential fight of the fucking year, Daniel Zellber versus Esteban Ribovic. Oh my god. Amazing. Both, just action all the time for both those guys. Both those guys were on the verge of being finished. It was spectacular. It was unbelievable. Brian Ortega versus Diego Lopez. Utter domination by Lopez. Shevchenko being a fucking little rat and just crotch sniffing Grasso into the ground. And Marab doing the exact same, but I was cheering for him, so I didn't hate it as much. Holy shit. all the shit that happened, we did not expect. I picked all of the Mexicans to win, and, like, not even half of them won. Yeah. Fuck, why am I blanking on what I was going to say? I don't even know why I'm blanking on that. So, Sean's being a little delusional. He thinks he won the fight. Oh, my God. And I'm not going to lie. I think this is the hottest take of the century, apparently, that I think that Figgy should fight for the belt next. And maybe after one fight, but still, I think he should fight next. One ranked win does not denote a title shot. I don't care if you beat fucking John Jones. You don't deserve that title shot if that's your only ranked win. But not to mention also, it was Corey Sandhagen, who he's fought for the title before, or I guess interim title. But he's just the number 2 ranked guy. You need another win. Give Umar someone else, like a Figgy, a Piotr Jan. Actually, I would hate to see the Piotr Jan fight because Jan would probably get fucking crotch sniffed, just like the Merab fight. But yeah, I think Sean's fucking delusional. I think he's smoking too much weed. I think he's being a little bit of a cuck, like he normally is. But yeah, that was the last event. Also, the visuals were unbelievable. I don't know if anyone spotted any of the Easter eggs for 25 grand. I did not. I could not fathom it. Like, the view was so gorgeous. It was amazing. Watching it on TV, in Canada, we definitely get shittier broadcast quality. I don't know if that's just me. The broadcast quality is fucking terrible up here. So having it at a higher broadcast, like a higher quality, was unreal, especially with all those visuals. It was amazing. The Sphere being a one and done is fucking stupid. Like, you're doing all of this for Mexican Independence Day. Why not do it in fucking Mexico? Is my first question. And Dana's already planning it for Mexico next year. They could have put 300 at the Sphere. They could have put John Jones at the Sphere. If Dana loves John Jones that much, why didn't he just hold off and do fucking the Sphere with John Jones? I know John Jones likes fighting in MSG. He was supposed to. Oh, God, that really got delayed a whole year? Now that I'm thinking about it. Oh, man, Jones really delayed that fight for a whole year. Just to fight old man Stipe. Holy shit. Wow. Anyways, yeah. I'm just pissed with the Sphere not being a one and done. I think it's stupid. I think they need to do it again. At least one more time. This should have been like the testing event. Having 10 fights on the card and only a few ranked opponents. Like, this should have been the test for more. Like, they could have done fucking any other special card. Why was it International Fight Week at the Sphere? Think about that. Like, you got to do something special for the Sphere. And, like, something that you could have done in Mexico is not it. The Mexican people don't even get to go unless you already live in the U.S. But yeah, I'm just pissed off about that. In other news, Aljo's out, if you didn't see that. And as for who he should go up against next, hot take, I say Gene Silva. I say give it to him. And because Gene Silva, this motherfucker stepped in on what? Was it 2 weeks? No, like fucking 2 days. Or not 2 days. A week notice to fight Drew Dober, who's up in a division. Known for having the fucking platinum chin. I mean, just look at the guy. And he fucking Dr. Stoppaged his ass. That elbow is brutal. I don't see why he doesn't deserve a ranked opponent. And I get Movsar's ranked 5. It's a little high. But for someone to step in on short notice, like we've seen it before. Ikram Aliskerov went up against Robert Whittaker. Robert Whittaker is a former champion. Movsar is just an undefeated Dagestani. Surely we can let Gene Silva in there unless he's fucking scared. Like, is that just me? Like, I get that the Ikram one was a little fucking bullshit. I would have rather they pull in, like, Imavov or something like that. But I think they can pull some strings, get Gene Silva in on this one. I'm not going to lie. Either that or rebook the fight to, like, December or something. Yeah, all right. So let me think of some more stuff here. So if you saw on 307, the full main card got revealed. And I've got some fucking questions. So first off, now Movsar versus Aljo is off the card, I guess, entirely. So we have 2 women's fights on the main card and 2 amazing fights off of the main card and on the prelims. And now that that's out of there, what should get moved up? Something has to get moved up. And listen, we got Stephen Thompson versus Joaquin Buckley or Jose Aldo versus Mario Bautista. Both of these fights are fucking bangers. They're amazing. At least on paper. At least on paper. We haven't seen it yet. As for what should get moved up, let's go with Carla Esparza versus Tisha Pennington. I'm fucking with you. Oh my god. If I said that, that's like praying for a fucking nap at like 10 o'clock at night. So you fall asleep, you never wake up again. Jesus, I'm really not excited for that fight. Anyways, I want to say that they should put Jose Aldo versus Mario Bautista on the main card. Just because it's Jose Aldo. Who, like, literally is like a top 10 of all time. And I think he's like opening up the prelims too, which is fucking wild. And as much as Wonder Boy versus Buckley is like, that's a really exciting match. Give that one to the people for free. I know that both those guys are stars and they've been on the main card before, and listen, I wish that we could take Kayla Harrison and Ketlin Vieira and put it right there. I wish we could put it right there, right on the prelim headliner. But realistically, the UFC isn't going to do that. They think Kayla Harrison's going to be a star, which granted, she's probably the most stardom the women's divisions have had since Nunes, especially bantamweight. So I'm going to say Jose Aldo and Mario Bautista go up, and then we'll leave Wonder Boy and Buckley on the prelims. Unfortunately, I hate to say. And fucking, oh my god. Does Alex Burr still have his broken toes? It can't still be broken by now, right? Let's see, what else is there here? We got fucking more Apex. When are they sending off the Apex, actually, is a good question. I know it's closing around October, but we should get a good Apex send-off card with, like, some Apex all-timers. Like, put Sean Strickland in there back one last time. I'm telling you. When is Apex 100 supposed to be? I forget. But the fucking Edmonton card keeps getting better and better. I'm just scrolling through the cards right now, and the Edmonton card just keeps on getting better. I'm not going to lie. Wait a minute. Oh, never mind. Like, now we have Brandon Moreno versus Amir Albazi, which is amazing. Or, no, it'll probably be boring. Amir Albazi is just going to try and crotch sniff. And Derek Lewis versus Joanta Denise and fucking Brenson Ribeiro. What Marc-Andre Barriolt's doing on the main card, I have no fucking idea. Put Mike Malott versus Trevin Giles on there. We got fucking Ariel Helwani versus Pedro Munoz. That should be on the main card. Pedro Munoz is literally just fucking ranked. Like, what was it? 299 was his last fight. Charles Jourdain's on there at bantamweight. We got Romanov versus Nascimento. It's actually shaping up to be pretty good in my opinion. A lot of people might say it's mid, but in Canada terms, it's fucking unreal. It's amazing. Here we go. November 9th. This looks like Apex 100. Lots of women's fights. I see they're not trying to send the Apex off in a special way. And then we got fucking 309 here. Did you guys see that they edited Venom shorts onto Stipe? If you go back to the announcement picture, they edited Venom shorts onto Stipe. That's how long it's been since he's fought. It's been forever. And then, yeah, we got a few more fights announced here. I just hope none of these fall out. What the fuck Bo Nickel versus Paul Craig is doing on the main card? I don't know. They're really trying to push Bo Nickel. In discussion terms, I think that's about it. All that's happened recently. If I'm forgetting something, people can fucking yell at me. I'm fine with that. I think that's about it. I normally do these discussion episodes a little shorter. I've only done the one, I know, but I usually do these a little shorter, probably because there's less material to talk about all the time. So yeah, I guess I'll just cut this episode here. Fuck off. I'm kidding. Please don't fuck off. That sounds really offensive. Thank you for listening. As per usual, you guys are the fucking best for the people that listen to this. Yeah, honestly, I don't think I got anything else to say. Just remember, next week is Paris, and since I live in Canada, I got to take French in school, so you best believe I am busting out French. Anyways, I will see you guys all next time. Peace.